Okay, so before we start, quick FYI, this is going to be in two parts because there are two main reasons why this happens. I figured for the first one, we'll get the scientific style one out of the way while we're nice and fresh. So basically, you cut calories and you don't lose weight. Now, inevitably, this leads to people saying, see, calories don't matter, calories don't count, it's not all about calories. Now, that could not be further from the truth. It is a unequivocal, categorically scientific fact that it is energy in versus energy out. You cannot dispute that, okay? Just can't. However, what you have to keep in mind is that energy out is always changing for a lot of reasons, some of which we're going to talk about tonight, okay? So, you probably already guessed this, but your body, specifically your brain, hates losing weight. It will fight weight loss. Now, you may be surprised to hear that your body also fights weight gain. Yes, it does fight weight gain, but not as aggressively as it fights weight loss, unfortunately. So, let's talk about what happens when you diet. So dieting, you have to diet to lose weight. You have to take in less calories than you burn. And that is effectively dieting. Whatever you call it, lifestyle change, whatever, you are dieting. So, a lot of things happen when we diet. I'm going to try and keep this as brief as I can. So, hormone levels decrease, specifically leptin and thyroid. This means that your metabolism drops, okay? Your NEAT also goes down. Now, your NEAT is basically categorized as all of the activity that you do during the day that isn't formal exercise. So anything that isn't, I'm going to the gym, I'm going for a run, I'm playing sports. So all that activity throughout the day, you subconsciously move around less, okay? If you lose weight, which obviously is your goal, you burn less calories. So the lighter you are, the less calories you burn, okay? And finally, your muscles become more efficient. So for every time your muscles contract, they use less calories, okay? Now, all of this together means that your energy out goes down, okay? And this is your body fighting to keep you at the weight you are, okay? Now, let's put this into an everyday example. You're trying to lose 1 pound a week. They're going in for a calorie counting specific example because it's easy with the numbers. We know that roughly 3,500 calories equals a pound of fat. So you say, right, I'm going to eat 500 calories less a day to lose a pound a week, okay? Now, this is very interesting. Instantly, by doing that, you decrease the amount of calories that you burn. There's something called the thermic effect of food or the thermic effect of feeding. And this is basically the calories that your body uses in order to digest your food. Now, you're eating 500 calories less a day. This accounts, this thermic effect, for about 10% of the calories that you burn every day. So, by eating 500 calories less a day, you instantly drop your energy expenditure by 50 calories. By doing nothing, by eating less food. So instantly, your 500 supposed calorie deficit is now 450. Straight away, okay? Now, if we add on top all of what we talked about before, the fact that you move around less, your metabolism has dropped, you've lost weight, so you burn less, and your muscles are burning less calories, you can quite quickly see how your 500 calorie deficit is now 300 or 200. And if you add on the fact that stress hormones increase when you diet, specifically cortisol, which causes water retention, which we'll talk about in the next part 2 in the next video, you can see why no weight loss occurs. Okay? So, like I say, we'll talk about that next time. But basically, how do you get around this? I hate the term, but essentially you need to eat less and move more. And I hate it because it's not particularly helpful, but it is technically correct. Now, obviously eating less is easy, but it sucks. But it's an easy thing to do, just to eat less food. Obviously that decreases your energy intake. But a big thing that I think most people miss is the counteracting this energy expenditure. So basically moving more. And activity is a great part of this, specifically the NEAT. So as we said before, NEAT drops. So you subconsciously move around less during the day. And this can literally be as subtle as fidgeting. So you fidget, maybe you move your hands less, things like that all add up throughout the day, okay? So by increasing this, we increase our energy expenditure, okay? And we shift the scales on that energy equation. Now, what is very interesting about NEAT is that if you have lost 10% of your original body weight, your decrease in NEAT, i.e. the amount that you move around during the day, accounts for the majority of your drop in calories out, up to about 70%. So you imagine what difference it makes if we move around more during the day, okay? Essentially, what you need to do is just find ways to move more. The easiest way is to look at your step count. So assess your step count. Fitbits are great for that. Most smartphones now have pedometers. See how many steps you do a day, increase it. I've done videos on this before, so search for those. But just find ways of moving more throughout the day, okay? The difference in NEAT between a sedentary job, so someone who sits at an office desk all day, and someone who is moving around all day at work can be thousands of calories in calories burnt. Okay, so move more, okay? So, to summarize, the energy balance equation is fine. It is calories out versus calories in. However, calories out changes for a lot of reasons, which we've talked about tonight, okay? So you have to find ways of rebalancing this equation. You either eat less or you move more. I would suggest probably moving more because eating less sucks. So just find ways of moving more, okay? So that's one reason why. Next time we'll talk about another reason why, but hopefully you got some value from that. And if you did, please feel free to like, comment and share because I do always appreciate it. Have a fantastic evening and I shall see you on the next video for part 2.